Okay, we will be starting momentarily. The fellows just need to come on upstairs. The gang's all here, as Glenn just said. Welcome, welcome. What about Juna? Sit in the big comfy chair right there. And then you got a table right next to you. All right, so as everybody is gathering on the stage, I'm just going to say hello to everybody and welcome to Elevate at the Victoria Truth Center. Welcome to everyone who's here in person, and welcome to everyone who is tuning in online on YouTube, on our VTC YouTube channel. Welcome. So I'm going to invite those who would like to stand on up, and we're going to start to groove to our opening tune, One Big Family by Gary Lynn Floyd. And I'm going to pass it over to Kelby and the Elevate Trio to lead us in song.
Nice to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. Maybe we can get a little groove happening. Yeah. Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Woo! Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Now take the breath. Joyful sound, here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound, here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound, hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
All righty, Glenn, go ahead and say hello to your neighbor.
Take it to the bridge, take it to the bridge. Let us make a joyful sound, here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound, here we stand on holy solid ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everybody. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light, everybody hear me. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woo! Amazing, thank you. The Elevate Trio, Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, and Kelby MacNayr on vocals and drums. Woo! And the VTC Community Choir and dancers in the audience, along with, I know that there were some people grooving at home, Stephanie. Yeah. All right, so welcome, welcome, welcome to another Elevate here at the Victoria Truth Center. And as we come together, what are we doing here as we come together? What are we doing here when we come here once a week or however often we show up? We're basically coming here to remember that there is only one thing going on. And whatever we call that thing, whether we call it love or spirit or source or creativity or God or the quantum field, the name that we give it, the label that we ascribe to it is so much less important and significant than the thing itself. That love, that awesomeness, that dynamic, energetic flow that is the very beingness and inception of everyone and everything. We are here to celebrate that. We are here to embody that, to feel it in every single fiber of our being more fully every moment of every day. And sometimes what really helps is to come together in community so that that incredible, amazing love that we are, that energy that we are, we can amplify it with and for each other, okay? So this is what we're doing here at VTC tonight. So how does that sound at an Elevate on a Wednesday night here in Victoria? Yeah, okay. So let us also remember where it is that we are gathering on Lekwungen territorial land, the land of the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, whose enduring stewardship of the land, sky, and sea sustains all life that flows through here. We honor their profound reverence for the energies of these sacred spaces. What a blessing, gift, and privilege it is to be able to live and breathe and work and play and co-create upon these lands in the shared spirit of harmony, respect, and love. So may our community uphold this legacy of care and interconnectedness that the Lekwungen peoples have and continue to embody in all that we learn and manifest here. Kaichka. So now we're going to move into some more music with the Elevate Trio, and this is an opportunity to just tune in and reflect. So whatever that looks like and feels like for you, I invite you to just let go of everything that's going on externally and just be bathed in this incredible beauty and artistry and sound that we're about to be immersed in. Gentlemen? Just taking a few moments to breathe in the very last of those lingering notes and turns of phrase, allowing ourselves the gift and opportunity and the beautiful blessing to just be so opened up, made spacious by all of that beauty and harmony and artistry. And so what a beautiful and profound reminder it is of presence, of being here now, and of this incredible divine presence that is alive and well and active, making its way and unleashing itself in, through, around, and as everyone and everything, including this music, including the love with which it was expressed, including the appreciation with which it is being received, including the opportunity to experience it in community together. So for all of the love and beauty that is present, for all of the ways that we get to connect more fully, more wholly, for this incredible, amazing experience of wholeness that we have all just had, that continues to linger even after this segment of our time together is over. I so deeply appreciate the opportunity to receive, to hold, to be held, knowing that as we continue to open up to this gift that keeps on giving, there is only more opportunity to experience and express as the wholeness we all are. So with so much gratitude and appreciation, a big smile on my face and in my heart, I release my word as law, knowing that our time together right here, right now, this incredible experience that we're having, is pure love expressing, is deepened connection happening. So I release, I let go, as we bask in this beautiful, connective, and divine flow. And so it is. And so just taking another moment to remain in this level of consciousness, vibrating at this high frequency of love, unconditional love, of peace, bringing into our hearts someone that we love, someone that we care for, someone whom we know could do with some spiritual support, some prayer, some intention. And as we all hold our beloveds in our hearts, let us all simply focus on the wholeness, allness, and wellness of everyone. So I invite us all to receive a big, nourishing, cleansing breath in. And release it all. Returning back to your regular breath. Gently opening your eyes if you haven't done so already. And just taking a moment to transition from that to this now moment. And offering some appreciation to the band. So beautiful as always. Pablo, tell us.
A song called some time ago by the pianist Bill Evans.
Bill Evans, some time ago?
Some time ago, yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Bill Evans, that's a favorite of yours, right? All right. Okay, so moving right along into, and actually, gentlemen, if you want to go and sit down, you're welcome to go and sit down because there won't be any music for a while. So our theme for the month, we have a new month, which means we have a new theme, and this month it is connection. That is the third pillar. What month are we on? March. It's the third. So connection, and the affirmation to go with connection is, we nurture relationships and curate experiences to cultivate wholeness. And so this came from our community when we did our visioning a couple of years ago. And what is so important to this community is connection, is to cultivate and foster a sense of belonging with however it is that you are, however it is that you arrive from event to event, whatever it is that is alive for you in each now moment. And to just really, really nurture our relationships so that we can connect more deeply instead of just sort of like sitting beside each other and just kind of sharing space, but to really connect on a deeper level, to recognize the love that is Pat, the love that is Denise, the love that is Sanyara, that is Peter, that is the music here, that is our space, that is every single moment that we share. And to know that as we nurture these relationships with each other, as we nurture the relationships within ourselves, with our thoughts, with the stories that we tell, the beliefs that we hold dear, that we also are at opportunity to curate experiences so that we can more fully express as and experience the wholeness that we are at our core. So this is the first day at Elevate that this affirmation is hanging out here in the atmosphere. And so I just want to see, even though you've heard this for the first time, is there anyone here that already feels something stirring in them that they would like to share in community? I know we have a small but mighty group here tonight, but if there is something that is alive for you and you feel like it's something you would like to share, then I do have the mic at the ready. And yeah, maybe there's something that is on your heart or on your mind that could also resonate with someone who's watching online. So Anyone have anything they want to bring into community tonight? All right, everyone's going to marinate on that for a while. Fantastic, and that's okay. So I invite us all to just lean into this pillar statement about connection and open up to what nurturing relationships and curating experience to cultivate wholeness looks and feels like from one now moment to the next. Okay? All right, so moving on to some words of wisdom, some insight, if that's what it ends up feeling like for you. It's my intention when I deliver it. So, has anyone here heard of Hebb's law? How about the line, neurons that fire together wire together, or something to that effect? So the idea there is, or the concept there is, that really what we focus on expands. What we repeat is something that we, bless you, that we ingrain more deeply. And when it comes to the neurons and the neural pathways in our brain, the more we practice something, the more we focus on something, the more we rehearse that something, and the more ingrained, the deeper those grooves become. It's kind of like a record player. Everybody here is familiar with albums, right? With vinyl, and like there's a needle that goes on there, and it plays in these little grooves and stuff. And the more it plays, more often it plays, then the deeper those grooves can become. Same thing with our brains. And so these incredible, amazing pathways and these things called neurons, the more that we rehearse something, then the stronger they become and the more ingrained those pathways are. And if those are thoughts that we are having, if those are stories that we are telling, could I ask, sorry, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying, and tonight, guys, I need to focus a little bit more. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. Okay, so sorry, I just need to take a moment. Multitasking is just not happening for me right now. So the more we rehearse something, the more automatic it becomes. And if what it is that we've been rehearsing isn't as life-affirming as we would like, isn't as supportive as it could be, then what we need to do is we need to start rehearsing something different. We need to start thinking new thoughts. We need to start telling new stories. We need to start entertaining new beliefs. We need to get really, really aware of what it is that we are feeling and emoting, so that if what it is we're feeling and emoting isn't supporting us in living our most amazing, engaging, and fulfilling life, in experiencing the wholeness of not just our being, but of being, then we got to do something differently. So I experienced something very different, and for the first time just a few days ago, and I am so excited because this was really new and different for me. So I'm going to preface it by saying that in the last 10 years, throughout my spiritual and consciousness studies, sort of like the official 7 years of like starting from zero and then graduating as a minister, then my prosperity consciousness really expanded because it was something we had to work on. I mean, there were classes that we took, there were programs that we were in, and we really had to focus on our prosperity consciousness and really tune into this idea that there is a wellspring of abundance that is available and that is always, always present for us to tap into, and that wellspring never runs dry. And so it's not our bank account, it's not our jobs, it's not someone giving us money, an inheritance, a lottery winning, or whatever that is the source of our supply. It is this incredible, amazing wholeness, this divine energetic flow, this love that is so pure, that is so whole, that is so essential, that is so ever present. This is who and what we are. That is our true abundance. And once we really, really clue into that, then we can never be poor. Okay? It might seem that maybe in the material world or on the conventional realm, we might be lacking some of the resources that we would prefer to have at our fingertips, but ultimately what we know is that we are always supported, we are always held, we are always guided, and we are abundant from within. So lots of years it took me to get to this knowing and really, really embody it. And there are still days when I feel challenged and I kind of, shift my attention to something else. But for the most part, I'm very much in tune with that. That being said, I'm so excited about this experience that I had. So we're going to Edmonton at the end of April to celebrate my mom's 80th birthday, and we're going to be away for a week. It's a really huge deal for her because a couple of weeks later, after living in Edmonton for her entire life, except for a few little places here and there, she is actually moving here. And so she is saying goodbye to her community, goodbye to the family members, and she is moving here so that she can be closer to my sister and I and our families here. And she's doing this because she's like, I'm still healthy and I'm still sound in mind and I want to do it on my terms kind of thing. So we're going to be spending some time in Edmonton celebrating my mom and just supporting her as she, says goodbye to everyone and everything in Edmonton. And so it's going to be lovely, but it's not going to be like a super relaxing vacation. And so because I haven't had a super relaxing vacation, even when I went to Nashville, which is super fun, but it was not relaxing, I decided that I am going to take a few days after we come back from Edmonton, and I'm going to do something for myself. Now, it's going to end up being for Glenn and myself because I decided I really want to have some time with my husband. And so what I did for the first time ever is I booked a vacation. I booked some time at a resort and spa, like a really fancy pants place in Parksville. And it is so beyond any kind of luxurious thing that we have ever experienced. And for the first time, it wasn't about, can I afford this? Am I choosing this room because this is the amount of money that I have to spend on it? Instead, it was, what do I want? What do I really want? How do I want to enjoy this? What kind of experience do I want to have? And I got to tell you, it felt amazing. Now, I save money every single week. I have various accounts that are labeled for certain things, and so I definitely had the money to pay for it. But it was such a cool feeling to have this thing of, it's not like I have this amount of money, so I can only spend it on this. It's like, what experience do I want to have? And I want to have an oceanfront room. So click, that's what I'm choosing for myself. This is very new and different for me. Like even a few months ago, never mind a year ago, before we did this relaxed money program that had all sorts of nervous system resetting in it, which I credit a lot of this newfound sort of like, ooh, I just get to choose what I want, I would have had a very different reaction. And even though I had the money saved, I probably would have defaulted to, well, I have this amount of money, so this is what I can afford, so this is what I'm going to choose. Instead of me deciding, this is what I want, and I can actually afford it. So here we go. So that brings me to our prayer class that we had on Saturday. We're now 3 weeks in, and we have 2 more to go. And the topic that I brought to the table was safety. And the reason that I wanted to bring up safety in this prayer class is because prayer, at least from the New Thought perspective, is not about asking for something, asking someone for something. It is about affirming what we already know to be true. But it is also a very expansive practice. And what can sort of happen sometimes is if you're not ready for that expansion, if your body feels like that it's a threat to expand because this is something new and different and unfamiliar, then you're not going to demonstrate, you're not going to manifest, you're not going to experience whatever it is that you are praying, or as we like to say in religious science or science of mind, what you're treating for. And so I wanted to bring in this idea that sometimes in order for us to expand, we need to signal safety to the body. The nervous system needs to understand that it is okay to open up to something that is new and different and unfamiliar, and that essentially it is not a threat. So as I was thinking about this today, I was thinking about the different things, the different steps, and I'm like, could I come up with some kind of little acronym or something that would be easy for people to remember, to just do like 4 or 5 or maybe 6 things to feel more safe, to feel more grounded, so that they can actually expand into something new and different, like for me, which was, choosing what I wanted in this luxurious spa and resort, rather than, well, this is what I have, so this is what I have to choose based on that. So what I came up with was rise to the occasion, okay? And RISE over there, as you can see, is an acronym, R-I-S-E. And so the first letter, the R, Liam, stands for regulate, okay? And this is about calming the nervous system and about signaling safety to the body. And so instead of being stuck in the head, instead of being all out here, what we want to do is we want to let our body know that we are getting ready to experience something different. And in order to experience something different, we want to signal safety to the body by doing some bilateral stimulation. Maybe we want to do some mindfulness exercises that allow us to just sort of really, really tune into our bodies and move from our amygdala into the prefrontal cortex, which is about clarity and being present. There are a whole bunch of different things that we could do, but anything that allows us to regulate our nervous system immediately starts to signal safety to the body that it's okay to experience something different. And so then we move to the I, which is integrate. And as we are regulating our nervous system, then we get to start processing and integrating, or sort of feeling okay with and familiar with this experience that we're having, or these emotions that we're feeling. And so it is about letting the body process the experience and know that it's okay to do so, that it's not a threat, that we're not going to die. And that moves us on to surrender. That is the S. And this is about, as we have regulated and the body is now starting to feel safer and the nervous system is starting to feel regulated, this is when we start to be able to let go. Let go and open up, to let go and accept these new things that are about to happen. And so surrender is just as much about trust and acceptance. It is about letting go. And then the final letter, E, is about expansion. And so once we are calm, once we are regulated, once our body is like, oh my gosh, it's totally okay to experience something that's unfamiliar and new, then that's when we just get to relax into this incredible, amazing experience and expression as the wholeness, the allness, the wellness, the infinite creativity, resilience, and love that we truly are. So infinite love, consciousness, creativity, you are at your core, is already supporting your next step. You're never alone in this expansion. And so no matter how discombobulating or destabilizing it might feel to the body, even the brain, then there are these techniques that you do, this little practice that you can do, regulate, integrate, surrender, and expand, so that you can move from, oh my gosh, this is something I don't know about, I don't know what's going to happen, to it's okay, and open up and like, wow, I never even knew that this was possible. And it could be something, small about, choosing which restaurant to go to, or it can be something really, really big, like maybe moving house, or maybe moving to another part of the world, or something else. But there are opportunities every single moment for us to express more fully as the wholeness that we are. And the more that we practice signaling safety to the body, the more that we experience that safety, the more that we experience the surrender, then the more automatic it's going to be to allow ourselves to expand into a greater expression of who and what we are. So in the end, my question to you is, are you ready to rise to the occasion, to a new and different, more expanded and embodied expression and the most authentic, fulfilled, engaged, and inspired you? Regulate, integrate, surrender, expand. You have it in you to do so. Thank you, and so it is. I love the jazz fingers. All right, so now it's time for some conscious connection. How about that in our month of connection? So for those of you who would like to, I invite you to just get into little groups of 2 or 3 or everyone into one big group, because there's such a small group here tonight, and just take 10 minutes or so. I'll ding the meditation bowl. Actually, maybe it's 15 minutes. It's hard to tell. It's dark over there. But I will ding the meditation bowl when it's time to come back. All right? Thank you.
Who was saying what Peter was going to explain?
And then,
Yeah, because there I can get you pretty much in focus.
yeah, I'm just wondering if the,
It might be the monitor putting a shadow over it. Maybe you could move it, or move this, like, I don't know.
What is it reflecting?
No, the monitor's casting a shadow. No, the mic, not the actual, like, box. The microphone, the condenser, the one above this one. Yeah, that one.
okay.
If you could either move it a little bit. Like, here, just sit down. So yeah, you'd like maybe pull it towards something.
Towards?
There, that's good. Oh, you not bad. That should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. It's time. Oh. All right, welcome back, everyone. And as the musicians are coming back, I'm going to hand out the You Are Beautiful blessing box. And Sanyara, I'll start with you. There you go. So remember to close the lid before you pass it on to the next person so that they can see how beautiful they are too. All right. And so now is also an opportunity to check in with how you're feeling and see how you're feeling, you know, as we're almost getting ready to walk out the door compared with how you felt when you walked in the door tonight. So this wellspring that I was talking about earlier, that never runs dry, that never runs out, this wellspring is who and what we are. And so we always have love to share. We always have this incredible, amazing abundance that's within us to offer to someone else, to our community, to wherever. So if you feel inspired, if you feel uplifted, then now is an opportunity to be generous of spirit, generous with the love that you are. And so I'm going to pass around this abundance bowl, and I'm putting in my offer for tonight. And then I just ask everyone, even if you're not putting something physical into the bowl, just hang out with the bowl for a few moments and offer an intention for prosperity, an intention for abundance, an intention for connection in this month of connection into the bowl for yourself and for the community. All right? And this I'm going to start on this side of the room, and I'm going to hand it over to John. Thank you. All right, so as the affirmation box is going around, as the abundance bowl is going around, I'm inviting the Elevate Trio back to the stage, and we're actually going to get a bonus tune tonight. So before the gentlemen come back and sit down and stand and whatever at the instruments, then I'm just going to invite us all to turn our attention to the screen, place hands on hearts, and let us declare this generosity affirmation together. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. All right, so handing it back to the Elevate Trio for a couple of tunes. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. We're just going to give Peter a moment to tune while I introduce this next song for you. We were thinking about connection, and theme for the month, and this is actually a cautionary tune about connection. You don't have a lot of cautionary songs. Usually we just talk about the beauty of connection. This one is an old one. It's called It Could Happen to You. One time rubato, P with a G. Hide your heart from sight. Lock your dreams at night. It could happen to you. Don't count stars, or you might stumble. Someone drops a sigh, and down you'll tumble. Keep an eye on spring. Run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And then it happened to me. Hide your heart from sight. Lock your dreams at night. It could happen to you. Don't count stars, or you might stumble. Someone drops a sigh, down you'll tumble. Keep an eye on spring. Run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And then it happened to me. happen to you. Don't count stars or you might stumble. Someone drops a sigh, down you tumble. Keep an eye on spring, run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be. And then it happened. And then it happened. And then it happened to me. Thank you so much. It Could Happen to You by Jimmy Van Heusen. This is a dangerous time of year when all the flowers start coming out. Pablo, do you think you might have something you'd like to play?
The wave.
Yeah. All right, Pablo has selected a piece by the great Antonio Carlos Jobim. This is entitled Wave.
Oh, Mr. Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, Kelby MacNayr on drums and vocals before that. Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you. All right, next slide, please. So just riding that wave of creativity and connection that we're experiencing, just wanting to express some gratitude and appreciation for everyone who is here, for everyone who is present, for your presence and your consciousness as we gather for Elevate. So for everyone who came in person, for everyone who has joined us online, and my understanding that there was Stephanie and Maggie and Dax, and then a few people whose names we don't know and we can't tell from the handles. So thank you very much, because there are people who are commenting, which is great. They're loving what's happening. And then thank you to Liam and to Glenn for doing the tech tonight. Thank you to Denise for setting up and for greeting tonight. And just thank you for everyone for what you bring to our communal experience every single Wednesday. It wouldn't be the same without you. So, moving right along. If you or someone you know is in need of prayer or spiritual support, there is a little butterfly box on the table over there with some prayer request forms in front of it. Just fill one out, put it in the prayer box, and then that will go to the VTC prayer team, and we will know and pray and treat and intend for you and or yours affirmatively. And alternatively, you can always email prayers@victoriatruthcenter.org, and the same thing will happen. Next. If you are interested in becoming a member of VTC, then the best way to do that is to come and talk to me. I am one of the board members, and there are also some forms on either side of the table which ask you some questions to consider about why membership would be meaningful for you. And my invitation for anyone who is considering membership is to really open up to what does community mean to you? Because the membership form is just a form, but showing up, participating, stewarding community, that is something else entirely. So if community is something that is important to you, then if membership is the way to sort of like be more a part of that, I invite you to do so. Next. If you would like to become more involved with Elevate, here are just a few of the different ways that you can support our midweek pick-me-up. And otherwise, there are lots of different ways to volunteer at VTC as this organization grows and evolves and as our community evolves together. Next. These are all the things that are happening this month at VTC. The blue are our in-house events, and then the more pinkish are the community at large events. And next. Oh, sorry, I thought there was something. Okay, so if you haven't already, you are a member, please mark your calendars for Sunday, April 12th from 1 to 3 p.m. This is our annual general meeting is taking place. And if you are a member, then your presence is essential because there are decisions that are made, excuse me, and voted on at the AGM. And if you are a member in good standing, then you have a vote, okay? Next. This is what I wanted to talk about. Tomorrow here at 7 p.m., there's going to be some chamber music. So there's going to be a different kind of music filling the space. And so, yeah, Trio Aurora is playing here tomorrow night. There is information on our events page on the website. If you click on that event on how to get tickets, they will have tickets available at the door, but you can also, I think, send an e-transfer, and there's a link that you can go to. All right, so happening here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Every third Saturday of the month, we have 90 transformational breath work right here in the sanctuary. And so the next one is coming up on the 21st of March. If you are interested, just started filling the spots. So I think that we still have 9 available, so quite a few, but they do tend to sell out. All right, next. Community announcements. Does anyone have something happening in the community that you would like to invite people into? Not this week? All right, yeah, last week was a banner week for you guys. Okay, well, then that's it for tonight. So we're going to sing our closing tune, which is super simple. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much. So you can love you so much, so you can start loving me, all right? Because it all starts with us. So if you would like to, I invite you to stand on up, and we're going to love each other up. We're going to love up the people who are online, and Kelby's going to lead us in song. Thank you.
All right. As Lesia said, the lyrics are pretty straightforward, so maybe it's a great one for us to really think about. I remember you were saying this the other day, Lesia, about like prayer without feeling is just words. So this is a great song for us to focus on the feeling. And, of course, the dancing. Woo! Maybe help me out with a little clapping if you're so inclined. All right. So you can start loving me. can sing this all together a couple times. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me.
Thank you, Elevate Trio. Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, Kelby MacNayr vocals and drums, the VTC Community Choir in the seats and online, I'm sure. We love you, we appreciate you, we are so glad you're here, and we will see you next week. Gentlemen.